Jake's hearing journey really started when he was about 4 years old. He could hear like a typical child until then, and that hearing loss was really part of a bigger diagnosis that we received at the time, which was that he had a progressive genetic brain disorder and that he would not be with us within a few years. At the time, hearing loss was just really a small piece of what felt like his bigger story of, wow, we're about to lose our firstborn child that we love so much. Obviously, you can imagine how devastated we were. It's like our whole world just kind of stopped and everything was now focused on Jake and the short time that we had left with him. Thankfully, God had other plans for Jake. Literally after thousands and thousands of prayers for him and lots of doctor's appointments, his diagnosis was changed from that progressive brain disorder to a virus he had in the womb with Allison. And hearing loss was one symptom of that virus that he had in the womb.
Not long after Jake had lost his hearing, we went to Disney. And that was really hard because there were parades going on and there was music playing and dancing. And Jake was, again, just isolated. He was kind of in his own world. And we just so longed for him to be able to participate in what we were doing and in the memories that we were making.
With his hearing loss came this really halt in his ability to verbally communicate. He's very frustrated because he's not really able to understand and express himself. And it was hard for Jake to express, hey, this is what I need, because he wasn't able to hear and he was struggling to communicate.
But the more that we thought about it, the more we realized that none of his aunts and uncles and his cousins know how to sign. And the deaf community is incredible, but his community is right here. Jake has an amazing story to tell, and it's extremely important to us that Jake is able to tell the whole world his story in a way that they can hear and understand. And so that is what led us to the Audio Verbal Center and to commit to their plan and ultimately to where Jake is today. When we first found out that insurance would not initially cover our appointments, I got a call back from Debbie Brilling herself telling me that Jake was important and him having a voice was really important and that she would do whatever it takes, including the covering the cost of the first few appointments so that he could be there. And I assume people that fund at galas like this made it possible for us to begin right away with Jake. And to have somebody come alongside you and advocate for your kid is incredibly rich and incredibly meaningful. And I will never forget her making that effort to get us there.
I believe the gift of communication, the ability to engage with one's family, with one's classmates, one's friends, one's neighbors. What a gift.
Jake Gibbs is our rowdy, rambunctious, fun, silly 8-year-old boy.
Thank you for letting me tell my story. My name is Jake Gibbs. I'm 8 years old and I love playing basketball.
Jake is a unifier. He is extremely gifted at bringing people together and making other people feel accepted.
He's in 2nd grade. He's got friends at school that he loves and tells us about. He's got friends at church that he loves seeing. Plays with his neighbors every single day. They're over here at our house, or our kids are over there. And then he's got his cousins that he would die for. But if it involves movement, Jake loves it. He's currently playing basketball. He's currently wrestling. This fall he did cross country. The spring he typically does track. He's wanting to play baseball this year. Another huge way I feel like Jake has benefited from AVC is just in his education. He's went from being primarily in a small group setting, kind of isolated, one-on-one small group instruction to now the majority of his day he's in the general education classroom. He's learning alongside other typical students. And I feel like that journey of him progressing, kind of catching up with his classmates, has really gone hand in hand with his journey with AVC.
I have sat in every one of these appointments, 99% of them, over the past few years. And I want to thank you for giving my son a voice. Thank you, Lauren, for always believing in Jake and never giving up. Thank you for the work that you're doing, and we are cheering you on.
Thank you for what you've done for our son and our family. We will never be able to thank you enough for the gifts that you've given him and the ways that you've empowered him for the rest of his life.
It's probably my favorite service that he has received over all these years.
AVC, you have changed my life. Thank you for helping me here. And thank you for letting me learn about how my brain is getting better. Thank you, Miss Lauren, for helping me. Bye.